Hey everyone, Sam here. I am doing my November check-in with you guys. We are now ending week 12 of 16. We have 4 weeks left of the semester. I would say it's all going, for myself at least, it's all going to be smooth sailing from here for the last 4 weeks. We only have 4 tests left. My class in particular was tagged with a detail to do the change of command on Friday, but so our Friday test was moved to Monday next week. So we actually don't have any POI on Friday. It's all now directed study. So that's going to help immensely. Today's Thursday, so that's why I do say pretty much done with week 12. So I do say, like, when you get time like that, take a break, a mental break, but also use the time wisely to study. So maybe sleep in an extra hour or do an extra long run if that's your thing. So just make sure the time is used wisely, but not frivolous, because you will regret it when it's Sunday night and you have your Monday test. So we actually had a test retake yesterday on Wednesday. It sucked for a lot of people. We had a regular test Monday, and then we had to redo a very difficult test on Wednesday. And this some people that failed the course previously then got another chance to retake the course, and then some people that passed previously failed this time, so they thought it was unfair that there was a retest. I want to try to keep my bias out of this, so I'll just say everything happens for a reason. That's kind of my motto, and you just have to prepare your best and be your best. But when you take a test, don't dump it, because you will still need to know it, and lives will still be in your hands when you leave this program. So you never want to just say, I don't need any of that anymore, I'm moving past it. So if you actually know the information, and we had about a 2-day forewarning that we were retaking this test. They told us Monday after our other test. So if you actually know the information and commit it to memory, or at least try to, and then you spend those 2 evenings like just refreshing any little things maybe that you knew you struggled with before. Although I will tell you, I don't remember questions from the test after I hit submit, so it's not like I could just be like, oh yeah, that idea. But from studying, I know what ideas are, or better word, what I can't think of it right now, but basically what ideas were so difficult to understand the first time, or what topics, just from studying and from sitting in lectures. So you can kind of know where your good and bad areas are, and then go from there. And then the teachers all make themselves completely available, so definitely use that to your advantage, and make sure that if you need them, you tell them, and you don't tell them 8 p.m. the night before a test. You don't try to email them or text them and say, I don't know what I'm doing. Go to them when you have specific questions. When there's just a topic you're just like, this isn't clicking for me, they will find another way to explain it. If they have trouble getting through to you, they may involve another instructor that can just explain it in a different way, because everybody's brain thinks differently, and all these instructors just want you to succeed. Trust me, if you want to succeed, then you will make it through. I've spoken to so many people who have went through this program, and the only people that don't make it through are the ones that won't give their all. So one of the freshman instructors, some of you probably know this, one of the freshman instructors has a saying, but treat every test like it's the one that's going to get you. And it is, I've been living by it. I miss TV. I don't watch a whole lot of TV. Sometimes I'll give myself like 20-30 minutes, and then I'm like, all right, I have to get to studying. Or some days I won't give myself any because I know I'll just want to sit there and watch TV. So I do believe there's about a 2-week period where at least maybe 3 weeks where my TV never came on. So luckily this weekend we have a bit of a longer weekend, and I feel that I'm in a good place for my Monday test, so I'll probably let myself have more TV. So we did retake a test, so don't think that that's never going to happen. There are situations that call for it. I'm not going to go any more into that because I don't know everything about it, and I'm just glad that I passed. So, like I said, we have 4 weeks left of the semester, 4 tests. So we're in the sophomore semester. That's why I'm still kind of cheery. If you meet juniors or seniors, they are not so happy. The seniors really are, some of them are struggling, right? They're sticking to it. The light at the end of the tunnel is getting closer and closer, and I am so proud of everyone that's here, to be honest. I want to give a couple more tips for anybody that has asked, or anybody that's just wondering. I don't always remember what I say on these things because sometimes I just go off the wall. But I did make myself a couple bullet points on one of my whiteboards. Read the slides. Read the slides. Read the slides. Honestly, if all you do is read the slides, you will be fine. All of the information that you're going to be tested on is in the slides. Some of the teachers might have the information in the note box on the PowerPoint. Like, you might have to actually pull up the PowerPoint. Typically, that if it's a teacher that does that and that information is testable, then they will let you know. However, even if they have information and they don't tell you it's testable, then then they will tell you, oh, there's information on the bottom of the slides and the notes section. However, it's not testable, but it will help you understand the topics that you're going through. So I usually find it helpful to read through those at least once on my laptop instead of my tablet where I have Notability and all my notes all over it. So just let me know if you have any questions about the study techniques. I can go into more of that. So I just say read the slides because we had people in our class, and there are people in the current freshman class that tend to use outside resources, or some people tend to just, I'm just gonna write everything I'm reading, or because maybe they think it used to work for them, but here it doesn't, and then they're struggling and they're just writing, and they are writing on something for 30 hours, and then it's just not clicking for them, and then they barely pass, or they don't pass a test or something, and they're wondering why. So unfortunately, it takes some practice to find what works for you. I typically read the slides. I might make a chart on my laptop with different topics. I definitely write on my whiteboards. Also, certain topics typically. So it really depends on the class, because you'll see maybe you have to adjust a little bit for each class, but you shouldn't be drastically adjusting for certain classes. So if you have any questions about that, or if you get here to San Antonio and I'm still here, hopefully be leaving August next year, then I'm more than happy to sit down. We can get coffee, we can do whatever, and just, you can pick my brain. I can try to bestow any, I don't want to say wisdom, but any just 2 cents that I have. And then test failures. There's many people that didn't fail a test until, I think it was like our third test. No, I think it was further than that. Maybe our 5th or 6th test in sophomore semester that they were just, they cruised through freshmen, then they failed this one. It got serious during that test review. And I recommend never to talk to any of these instructors with any kind of disrespect. Let me just put that out there, because I have seen it. And when they're here to help you, why would you, whether you think that they had good intentions or not, because they always do, I swear, but why would you treat any other human being with less than what they are trying to give to you? I have strong feelings about respect for anybody you come across. So I just want to say that first. And so some people, when they failed their first test, they did not take it well. They want to blame the instructor. They want to blame the material. So I say take it on the chin and keep on moving, because there's nothing for you to do other than, all right, complain, cry for that day, whine for that day, be upset for that day, and then move past it. The instructor will sit down with you one-on-one and go through every test question if that helps you. If you just are like, I didn't get any of it, can you explain it? And then even if you're talking through a question when you guys go over it, like the day after the test or the day after that, because I never recommend to try to be passionate about something right after you take a test, especially if you fail, because you are going to let your emotions get the best of you 98% of the time. So I recommend sitting down with them and going through it, and perhaps sometimes there are times where the instructor's like, oh, I get why this was misinterpreted, or I get how there could be 2 correct answers. And sometimes you get points back, and that's just how it is. But if you don't say why you don't understand something, or if you don't even try to understand how the instructor did it, it will likely come back to haunt you. So I definitely recommend meeting up with them, talking with them. All instructors make time. They are very busy. They're not just teaching year 1 course. They're often teaching for the physical therapy program, for a nursing program, for the AIT students down the hill. So all the instructors have, or just another course within IPAP in a different semester. All the instructors have multiple things on their plate, and I swear they're trying to get you to learn and succeed, but you can't expect this course to be easy. It is a master's level program, and I'm sorry, this is something I'm passionate about because it frustrates me that this is a master's level program, and one day lives are going to be in anybody's hands that comes through this program. Lives will inevitably be in your hands. So why would you want it to be easy? Why would you want somebody to just give you your 50 answers for the test just so you can pass and move on to the next one? And for individuals that want that you're just looking to get the degree so you can go be a civilian PA because you like a good paycheck, if you're not passionate about being responsible for the lives that are going to come to you, then you're in it for the wrong thing, and you should definitely take a hard look, because I'm not going to want you to be my PA or one of my peers, so you need to be in it for the right reasons. Okay, sorry, I will get off my soapbox. I said something earlier about if you have a long weekend or a free day to take some wellness, so I want to just repeat that. Make sure throughout the semester you get 2 to 3 days, I think, most semesters. Make sure that you're keeping your mind and body well in between those as well. So some people take Friday nights off. Some people are just like, I need to read a book that isn't IPAP, or I need to go for a very long run, or I'm gonna go swimming or rock climbing, or I'm just gonna sit and do nothing, or I'm gonna sleep for 24 hours. Whatever you need to do around your studies to make sure that you stay sane, because it's so difficult sometimes, especially if you have family here and they aren't even seeing you. Make sure they get a piece of you. They're giving up so much for you through this program. Not that you aren't, but you definitely want to make sure that they feel appreciated. So if you have a spouse or a kid, one of our instructors gave us the idea, and I love it. And I told my husband he should definitely adopt it. It's called like Daddy's Donuts or Papa's Pancakes. And you just like, if you have kids, you just pick a day a week and that's their day, and they go out for a donut with you, or they like, you can use it for anything obviously, but donuts are affordable too. You're not gonna like break the bank. So I just think it's like really good to make sure you have a bond with each person, and then maybe a date night with your spouse, things like that. I know I absolutely love babysitting, so anytime somebody in my class like that, some of them have regular babysitters, but there's a few people who have entrusted me with their kids, and I enjoy it because I don't have my kids here, so it gives me time to like give that care, and then they get to go, and even if they just go to a restaurant, eat fast food, sit down, go drive around, go on the river walk, anybody, just to take time together and try to like reconnect a little bit, and because this course takes so much out of you and your family. Also, I found out about this before I did the October, but I forgot to say something, but I didn't want to do a whole nother post for it because it's so far in the future. But we did have an LPD that said that we, as enlisted, if you forgot or don't know, I am a staff sergeant technically, but OC is what I wear. So enlisted is in the process of actually pinning lieutenant upon arriving if you have a bachelor's degree. As you know, you have to have a 4-year degree to be an officer in the United States military. So if you come here with only the prereqs or an associate's, you will still not be, as far as I'm tracking. Of course, documentation has not been signed off on yet. It actually was just reviewed again by one of the individuals in the schoolhouse and sent up. It needs a couple signatures. It's probably gonna get sent back and forth another time or two, and then the Surgeon General has to review it, maybe make changes, maybe send it back, and then eventually sign it. And the Surgeon General, from my understanding, is on the way out, so there'll be an interim one that won't be signing for it, and then the replacement, the permanent one, will likely be the one signing for it. So it's probably like a year from now. It's probably nothing that will affect some of us. But it is in the works to have enlisted pin second lieutenant on their arrival to IPAP. This is huge. It's something a lot of people have been pushing for. It is a huge sum of money out of the Army's pocket, but they realize you worked so hard to be here and you're getting paid a lot less than your colleagues, and they're trying to entice the people coming here and entice you when you get here and show their appreciation for you while you're here. So I think it's a humongous step, and but of course, remember, if you don't have a bachelor's, you will likely stay OC until you receive your bachelor's upon phase 1 graduation. So keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that I am not representing the Army, the Surgeon General, IPAP. I am just a lowly person going through the program, and we had an LPD, and we were told that it is in the works. And then yesterday, during another professional development briefing, we were told it's still in the works. So it's not been shut down. I think it's going to happen. I just don't know if I'll be here to reap the benefits of it, which I don't care. I'm just so happy to be here. This is a life-changing school for a lot of people. So just keep that in mind and be appreciative of it when you get here, and be appreciative of how difficult the classes are. It's going to be hard. You're going to get in a funk. You're going to be surrounded by negativity. But myself, I'm a very positive person. I try to stay optimistic because it it doesn't do good to just complain, wallow, and everything. So keep in mind that it's good that they're hard. It's good that they're teaching you so much. And whether or not you think you're retaining it, you are. We had 3 blocks of pharmacology this semester. I have learned about medications I've taken, medications my kids have taken, medications my husband has taken, conditions my kids have, I have been told that my kids may have, under psychiatry, pathology things. Oh, and I want to say, don't let your medical issues not get looked at while you're here. I have a surgery next month during the Christmas break, and I actually was scared to get the surgery thinking it would hurt me commissioning. One of the top individuals in IPAP, I went to him as to just discuss the options and tell him what the doctor said. And he showed me on the DODI where my issue needs to be actually rectified to better assist me commissioning. So, I mean, sometimes you can just be like, I don't know, or but you have resources. So if you don't know, you have questions, you have concerns, just ask someone. Go to your counselor first. And they will point you in the direction you need to go. Or they will help you if they can. But a lot of people I'm in class with have put off medical issues. So that's why I say that. I don't want anybody to get worse. Because I found out somebody in the doctorate program for physical therapy got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. You don't want to be that person that it could be a big difference, So just to make sure that everybody's taken care of, you, your family, your dog, whoever's supporting you, and just be positive while you're here. If you have more questions, please let me know. Sometimes I just come up with stuff to say because I'm a talker. Sometimes I have things that jog my memory. If I've not answered anybody's question or you want me to elaborate further, then let me know that. But I hope everyone has an amazing Thanksgiving, and I'll check in one last time at the end of the semester. Bye.